So Jez, tell us a little bit more about the partnership that the football club have with Lincoln Minster School and how the opportunity came about.
Yeah, well, this was one of my very first meetings when I first arrived at the club just over 12 months ago, and it was really evident straight away what an unbelievable school this is, a really high achieving establishment, and really impressed with Mark Wallace, and then met a couple of other members of staff. And just to be honest, Jordan, tried to find a way in which we could partner with them, because I knew it would be a massive benefit to our academy and the way that strategically we need to progress in the next few years. I think everybody understands the difficulties the academy had outside the Football League and lost a number of players. So we know in the next few years a lot of our recruitment at 16 will be outside of Lincolnshire, and therefore we needed both an education provision that could make us stand out against other competitive clubs, and also a boarding provision so that we could look after those boys in Lincoln. So that's been really the crux of the partnership, being able to tick both of those boxes and to do it with such a fantastic high achieving school has been something that we're really pleased to be able to get over the line, and really excited about the future.
And how grateful are you to Mark Wallace, the headmaster here, Ian McGowan, and all the other staff members here for being able to complete this opportunity and I suppose ultimately attract some hopefully very good footballers here?
Yeah, I think, look, a couple of points first. Number one, we'll always want to recruit players from inside Lincolnshire first, but we have to accept that if we do that only at 16, because of the number of players that have been lost over a number of years, we won't produce players every year for our first team. Now our first team are in League One. Ultimately, to get players in our first team at 18, 19, 20 years old, we need to produce players capable of playing in the Championship. Real tough aim. The Ellis Chapmans of this world don't come around every year, but they will do if we scour the country at 16 beyond just Lincolnshire. So in presenting that to Mark as what we really want to do or feel that we need to do in the next 3, 4, 5 years, he's been unbelievable, so supportive in the vision that we have for the football club and the part that Lincoln Minster can play in that. When we're trying to sign those types of players, we're not the only club trying to sign the best players. There's a lot of clubs, and we have to differentiate ourselves against our competitors, and the biggest way we can do that is the education that we provide. So to be able to offer A-levels to our scholars who are able to do that, we've got 2 boys here who will have had a private education and independent education from 11 to 16. We've got a boy from Ireland that's been well documented that we're able to now deliver an Irish leaving certificate. Simply, if we hadn't been able to have a partnership with Lincoln Minster, we wouldn't have been able to sign any of those players. So whilst we have much bigger plans for the future and some really other exciting plans that might go beyond just our academy, at this moment in time, for the development of our academy and the accelerated development of a scholarship programme, this is absolutely crucial. So we couldn't be more grateful to Mark, and I couldn't be more impressed with really Mark, Simon, Ian, everybody's help and cooperation and willingness to really see the long-term aim of the club.